I've got like the literal most annoying song in my head. Who sings that? I almost said Antonio Banderas. I'm pretty sure he doesn't sing, but Bailamos. Why do I have that in my brain? I have literally not heard that since like 1995. Hey everybody, it's Bunny and it's time, finally, for this week's edition of Wreck-It Wednesdays. I did some pages over the past couple of weeks and I feel like I was doing kind of like more difficult pages than I had done prior. Also, we've been having some strange weather here. I'm always talking about the weather here on my channel, but I had to resort to start like wearing pants because it kind of started sleeting here for a while. Very, very obscure. Don't like it. But nevertheless, I managed to accomplish things. I'd have to say one of the coolest pages that I've been working on, and I think I started to show you guys this page before, but I did a lot of additions to it. Thanks to you guys' help, I started adding to the fingerprint page, and the very first week I started doing this journal again, I said, wouldn't it be cool if I could include some of y'all's fingerprints? And lots of you guys ended up actually sending me your fingerprints to my P.O. box. I took an envelope from the Swamp Family Mail that was decorated so cool and looked so awesome on the outside and the inside. And so what I did is I added it to my fingerprints page that was already in the journal. So I just like sewed this page extension in my journal. These are all the Swamp Family fingerprints that I have received in the mail so far. And a lot of y'all got so creative and turned it into little man cats or hearts or gators or entire families of thumbprint people. And I even got a cat print in the mail. Ooh, I just spat. I even got a cat print in the mail from someone's kitten named Chester. That's so adorable. So I have really been enjoying adding to this page, and I'm thinking if I keep getting them I can just sew another envelope onto this envelope and make like another expansion page, or I still have quite a bit of room actually on the back of the envelope. So that was an awesome experience. Thank you so much to everybody who sent me in some fingerprints. I'm trying to figure out how to fold this back. Oh, there we go. Nope, still not right. I'll figure that out later. I feel like you're catching like subtle sparkle from my headband, which is like covered in rhinestones. I thought it would be like instant elegance. You know, I can look like I just slithered out of a garbage can, but if I put on this headband, I'm suddenly an elegant lady. Is it working? Let me know, call Vogue. The next page that I did, I really have no idea what they meant for me to do with this page, because it's a bunch of circles and it says wreck this badge, and it said cut out these badges and leave them in a public place for other people to wreck. What does that mean? I don't know. And I had already put so many like fingerprints and stuff on the opposite page. It made me feel a tad angry to like just cut them out. So what I did is I ended up copying that page on my printer and shrinking them down so that I could take my button maker, which I make all my Swamp Family buttons. If you've ever seen them on my Swamp Family store or anything, I actually hand make buttons myself. So I took my button press and I made 4 actual wearable buttons. So this one I pressed a rose petal from some of my roses that I posted on Instagram the other day from Tarte. So that's pretty cool. And I think that it's kind of like turning brownish and a little bit gross under there now, but I think it still looks neat. And then I took this one and I took the teeny tiny little piece of paper, the little circle paper, and I washed it along with while I was washing my hands. So this, you can see that the paper is kind of folded and crinkled under there, and that the ink is maybe a little bit smeary. This one, I took a piece of a Lush ad, so that's kind of like this pastel looking stuff going on up here, and some glitter, and I just covered over the wreck this part. And then the last one, which was the most time consuming one, I did some of my signature stitching. So I took orange variegated thread and I stitched all around the words where it says wreck this badge. What other page did I do this week? What other page did I do? Oh, I know what else I did. So I did this one, which this was to, you can't even see, you were supposed to take a walk and then stand on the journal and wipe your feet all around. I'm kind of freaking out because I'm realizing the bottom of my shoe touched this book. Excuse me for a second. Be right back. Okay, regroup, happy place. I don't like thinking about the bottoms of shoe soles. I don't know why, really sets me off. Anyway, what I did is I took a big sheet of bubble wrap that I had gotten in the mail in a package and I stitched it onto this page. So I thought like when I walked on it, I could like also jump on the bubble wrap and make a popping noise. I hung that wallpaper at my parents' house with all the pictures, so I filmed it here, and there's a lot of debris on the ground because they're still doing renovations over there. I thought I could film it inside and it would look a little neat. What do you think? Anyway, I found this sprayable Lysol, so I'm gonna go ahead and disinfect this page. Whew, I feel much better about life. You gotta love Lysol spray. You know, it's like mistable hand sanitizer. Ew, now it's wet. What have I done? I just found another way to wreck it. I know I have done more pages than that. Oh, here's another page that I started. On this page, you're supposed to place sticky things here, and they suggest disgusting things like honey, gum, and syrup. And I'm like, can you imagine like the ants that would then infest and eat this book over time? So didn't go that route, but I have been collecting awesome, unique, very different stamps from Swamp Family letters that I get in the mail. So in some way, you guys have contributed to this page as well. So here's some pretty cool ones. And I think that this one is from Finland. And I just want you all to see how adorable. What is this creature? This is the cutest stamp I have ever seen in my life. What is another page that I've done? Oh yeah, this one was like a really time-consuming, difficult, super awesome one. Definitely one of my favorites. There were like 5 little sections here. I actually scanned this page in so that you could see it before I chopped it all up, and maybe you can like read all the nice little things that I wrote. But it had 5 little strips and you were supposed to write little notes, tear them out, and leave them for others in public. I tried to write like really happy, positive, encouraging little notes on these scraps of paper, and I'm kind of wondering / hoping if any Swamp Family members go out and find them if you live in my general vicinity. I put them in a Target, an Ulta, 2 different Starbucks, and and I put it in a Joann's craft store. I'm kind of like leaving you guys little footage clips now of where I hung them all. So if any of these stores look familiar to you, I'm kind of curious if anyone finds them who is a Swamp Family member, because that would be so awesome. It's almost like a baby scavenger hunt, but I did this page yesterday. So maybe they've all been collected already. Maybe they just got thrown away. That's kind of depressing to think about. I feel like that was 5. Was that 5? I must have spilled something on the front. Look, my name is all warpadoodled. Not looking so hot anymore, is it? I must have stared directly into the lights because I feel like my retinas are burning and everything looks kind of yellow. What a horrifying experience. Are you having a pleasant day? I hope so. What have I done with my tea? Speaking of disturbing stuff, I accidentally just like sucked up a tiny piece of ice into my straw, and I thought I was gonna like choke and die, but then the ice melted and everything turned out to be okay. Moral of the story is be careful what you drink through straws. Sippy sippy while we reflect life's dangers and perils. Delightful. I hope you guys are still enjoying this series. Don't forget, oh, that's what I forgot to do for this time. I didn't do any of the choose your own wrecking method, so I'm gonna get back on this and I'm gonna do 2 for next time we do this. So if you have a suggestion or an awesome idea for how I can wreck one of these pages in this journal, please leave it as a comment down below. And if you see one that you like, be sure and thumbs up it. Thumbs it up. How do you say that? Give it a thumbs up? Is that what? Be sure and do that so that we can see, like, if one seems to be, like, supremely popular and gets a lot of votes. I can do that one. Thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family and give an alligator its wings. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl, or you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram at graveyardgirl. Surprise, surprise, same way it's spelled here. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.